3 months ago, we started this run. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't really remember much of anything about it. I apparently have a Spiritomb. I apparently routed Spiritomb this run. Good for me. So let's just quickly recap. We're in Salacian. Did we get the choice scarf? We did get the choice scarf. Okay. So we got the unknown. What hidden power is this unknown? Water? That's not great. Just not gonna even pretend otherwise. Armalodic's HP Fire? That's kinda sick. Did I know that? I did. Okay. Good job, me. Okay, now that I'm a little bit farther into this run, I do remember this Parasect popping the fuck off. And seeing this now, I need to keep this alive for Wake at like all costs, because the Chesto Berry, or not the Chesto Berry, Dry Skin, is one of the few abilities in Gen 4 where the AI just doesn't see that you have it. And means that I basically have a free immunity into Wake there. It might try to go for other stuff like Ice Coverage and stuff, but... Okay, so let's just head back to the town and then I'll look in the Pokemon Center and figure out what we have. And it's so weird that there's an item that boosts Chansey's special or critical hit ratio. Okay, so I remember this run having a lot of deaths, and I am correct in that, including one of my starters, Torterra, which is not great. Rather than focus on what's not here, let's focus on what is here. We have Staraptor, just Reckless, right? Yeah. We have Feraligatr, who I remember coming in clutch pretty big against Fantina. We have an unevolved... I think this is specifically so it can learn Sunny Day, which I might be able to do now. This Sandslash does like no damage, right? Yeah, because it's modest. Okay, buddy. We do have Electric Dragon Ampharos, which is pretty cool, as well as... are you Solar Power or Levitate? Okay, Levitate Charizard is nice. We do also have access to our Togekiss whenever we want it, which I think we should probably update pretty soon. Infernape is still alive, which is always good. We got our Water Psychic Golduck. We do have Abomasnow to change weather as well. We actually have a pretty decent Wake box so far. Is Wake the next gym leader? I think so. It's been so long since I've played Gen 4 now that I forget even the gym leader orders, but it's fine. We'll figure it out. I'm pretty sure Wake is next. We do have the Bastiodon this run, which I'm not mad about. I know there was a part of me that really wanted to win with Aerodactyl in this run, and honestly, the Attempt 5 Rockhead Aerodactyl is going to go down as like one of my favorite Pokemon I've gotten to use in the Nuzlocke. but I think this box specifically really needed the rock steel type for Bastiodon. The Bastiodon melodic combo is kind of like the standard go-to for Renegade Platinum locking, but I realized in any of the 6 previous attempts I've never actually gotten to use the combo myself, so like if this run goes sour I may not use the melodic Bastiodon combo again, because honestly Rocket Aerodactyl is like really fun to use, and I think even if you get Pressure Aerodactyl, still just being able to use that is fine. But Rocket Breakbird in this hack goes pretty hard, so. We do have the Manaphy as well. I don't remember how self-imposed I said I was going to be with this Manaphy. I think this Manaphy is most likely going to be like a very, very, very last resort thing. Like if I don't have anything else I can use in the battle instead. Because I did rely pretty heavily on our shiny Manaphy that we had in attempt 5, and I feel like I pretty much did everything that I wanted to do with it that run, and like unless I really don't have anything else, I'd rather try to keep Manaphy kind of as like a last resort sort of thing. I remember this adaptability Adamant Crawdon popping the fuck off this run. I am starting to at least remember some of this run. It's kind of funny because like this run specifically, I'm pretty sure I did as like one big marathon, like 6-hour run or something like that on just like a one chill Sunday, and then I didn't play it for 3 months. So I'm still kind of reminding stuff.
You've been here a while.
We do have P2, which is good. Should be able to get the Dubious Disc here pretty soon as well. Rotom is always good and fun, although I don't remember if this particular Rotom is really good. We do have the traded Skorupi this run, which, let me look at Skorupi's moveset again.
I would say it's more for people we don't know.
What am I delaying this for? Night Slash?
And we've obviously known you forever, so.
What's my level cap right now? 39? Okay. So 33 is Poison Jab and 36 is Night Slash. Is it worth delaying for Crunch? Does 42 Crunch help me at all? Wait, is the next badge... Pretty sure the next badge is actually Maylene and not... Okay. In that case, I think we just keep you as a reserve for now. And then the last Pokemon I caught... I think the Shuppet wasn't even actually an encounter, right? Yeah, because it was just Route 29. There's nothing else in any of the other boxes, right? Okay, and then we still do also have the Eevee, which we haven't touched and can evolve into anything as like a last resort thing. Okay. Let's... Oh wait, actually I should not move you into the box, because I think we still have an encounter coming up. Although I think that encounter may either be a Rapidash or a Scyther, so it's probably better to not have you. Okay, so we can officially have... We could have Nasty Plot Togekiss, actually, if we feel like not being a support Togekiss this run. Is that worth it?
Set up my new role. There's two.
I think I have to move you to the party to read IVs.
I guess I'm already right
Oh, it's minus speed, never mind. Does Superlux stay Superlux? It does. Okay. If you're minus speed, it really doesn't make sense to try to make you a sweeper. It makes you more sense to have you just be the regular support set, I guess. So what level am I leveling you up to then? I guess 29 for Moonblast. Do I want Yawn on this set? Maybe. This feels like a box that could probably benefit from multiple sleep options. Yawn, Charm, Wish, Moonblast. The problem is this Togekiss has pretty bad 4 moves. I mean, I guess once I get to the point... Oh wait, no, once it's a Togekiss I can't relearn stuff, so that's the entire point. Okay. So, in this hack you have pretty much unlimited ability to like relearn stuff eventually. I could just go full support Togekiss. I've never done that with Togekiss before. I've done it with Audino before though, and I like really liked it. Is follow me worth it? Okay, the only reason I'm even remotely considering follow me is for the Dialga and Palkia double. Because last time I came up with a strategy where I could just use Porygon Z Hyper Beam because it's just straight up Okos, and then like faked out with other stuff to be able to support it. But the problem is first of all, this box doesn't have that same fake out support because I don't have Ambipom or like the other 2 or 3 fake outers I had last run. And secondly, and I guess more importantly, when I did that calc last time, I didn't know that Hyper Beam was random target in doubles. Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't really play that many doubles, and I didn't know that some single target moves just random target in doubles. Or, no, it wasn't Hyper Beam that did it, it was, like Sceptile Outrage, I think. But Outrage also has the same thing, where it's like random target. Outrage being random target kind of makes more sense, but I think Hyper Beam wasn't that issue, but it was a 90%. I didn't want to risk missing and then losing everything. But anyway, I guess the point of that is I don't really know what I'm doing for that double this run. And Follow Me Togekiss could be kind of great for that, actually. Follow Me Togekiss could also be kind of cool potentially for the 12v6 or the 12v12. Let me look up the 12v12 really quick and see if Follow Me would be helpful for that. What is that in Candace?
Whoa.
No. Volkers? Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so the problem is Follow Me Togekiss kind of gets crapped on by a lot of this. Because, like, there's 2 lead Crobats, both of which have Sludge Bomb. Yanmega Hurricane would probably still do a lot of damage. Bronzong Gyro Ball will do a ton. Electivire has Thunder Punch and Ice Punch for super effective, one of which is also Stab. It does have Cross Chop, which theoretically we could bait it into if there's like the Snorlax on the other side or something. Crunch kind of helps, or Kangaskhan can kind of get walled if we could bait Crunch from the other side. But the problem is that fight, I'm not even able to control what the other side is because it's Berry. So I don't think I should really plan for a double specific strategy for that. Now if he had Follow Me, that would be great. But I think all of that is to say no, while Follow Me is interesting, and it would probably actually be move number 5 I carry on this Togekiss this run. It is move number 5, and I only have 4, so... Okay, so... not keeping Safeguard. Soft-boiled, I guess, could be kind of helpful for, like, my own longevity over Wish. But I almost kind of like the idea of Togekiss just being a kind of bulky pivot this round. Because it is plus Spadef. And has pretty good natural HP and defense. But, like, its speed is terrible. Like, it's like almost like min speed, so I'm definitely going to be taking 2 hits anyway. But having a potential slow Encore Mon seems pretty cool. And I guess if I'm already staying in to tank a hit, a Wish Pivot could be nice, although I guess that saying that soft-boiled after I tank a hit is probably better. I think soft-boiled actually makes more sense on this Togekiss. I was going to carry Wish, but I think soft-boiled makes more sense. Yawn Charm, Encore, and Soft-Boiled? Alright. Let's do this full support Togekiss. I say Togekiss, do I even have a shiny stone? Nope. I do have a shiny stone, okay. Do I have anything else in the box that could theoretically use a shiny stone? No. And Roselia is already dead. So, welcome to the roster, Togekiss. I guess opting to not have a fairy move on the split where I'm gonna be battling a fighting trainer is potentially a choice, but I think overall having this as a support mon should be more fun. Hi Velo, how's it going? We haven't actually really done anything yet, I've just been settling on Togekiss stuff. But how are you? Good to see you. Let's get these guys up to level 30. Okay, so we have a pretty big encounter up here, Route 210. Let me show y'all what we have available here. Where is 210? Oh, is this a route that has north and south? Do I have to check if I've actually gotten this encounter yet? Oh wait, is this Tauros from here? Did I already get an encounter here? I already got an encounter for her. Never mind. I was wondering where I got this Tauros, and the answer is here. Alright, well, false alarm then. We will just be progressing through here like normal. Pretty sure this lady up here has roost.
Ooh, it does smell really good. Not the mango one and my croc one. Oh my god, this is gonna be a problem though.
Nice.
Nothing is made for long nails. And like, my nails are like a modest length right now. I feel like too. They're not even long. But like, it's open on the other one. Which I just feel like. So like, trying to spray it and it's like... That's so cute. Oh, okay, this is for my brother and sister-in-law.
Whoops. All this team sucks. Gets Nickel Fable specifically. Oh no, please not like this. Bro, what is this? Why did I talk to this woman?
Which is truly unnecessary because she literally sent me nothing but cakes like on the day that we were doing my birthday stream, which was like 2 weeks ago. I was like, "Hey, oh my God, I am not your birthday stuff." Which also included gift cards and gifts. And I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Metronome head smash? Okay.
I made her leave with a tuxedo Sam though, so.
You know what? Sure, Clefable. Minimize all over me, make it impossible to hit, and then metronome head smash. You do you, buddy. Let's get the fuck out of this cabin. So, for what it's worth in this run, I am trying to play, like, I have the encounter stuff up, but I don't have calcs up. It's a fun little balance of, like, I'm allowing myself to use some calcs that are just, like, pure information, or some things that are just pure information without using, like, calcs and, like, intense-ass practice and stuff. So, Route 215, this is the only time we go on Route 215, right? Okay, so no delay here. We actually have an encounter. So let's do this. I don't know why this layout's so weird right now, but whatever, we'll just do it like this. So these are our encounters for this route. For those that don't know, I can either go in the grass or use honey in a honey tree. Let's pro and con this, because this honey tree is potentially looking pretty goddamn good. Do I have Vedro? I have Butterfree, but not Vedro. Okay. So, Honey Tree would either be Apom, which is pretty good, Vigoroth, which is like one of the best mons in the game, Kakuna, which could evolve into Beedrill, which if its adaptability could be really fucking sick, but maybe a little late. And Munchlax evolves into Snorlax, who is generally pretty good, but I've never actually used in this game. If we go to the grass instead, we can potentially get Huge Power Meryl, a Psychic type, and Drowsy or Kadabra. Lickitung, I've never used Licky, but is kind of, in my opinion, just an inferior Snorlax. Maybe not necessarily directly, but there may be some uses the Lickitung has that Snorlax doesn't, that I've never seen, but Mightyena is an Intimidate mon, but I don't really need another Dark type right now, so that would be like my main avoid target, I would say.
I'm so embarrassed to admit that, like...
Do I Repel Manip here? I've been kind of trying to avoid Repel Manips because of how powerful they've been, so I guess I should continue that for at least this term. And then if I decide to Repel Manip again later, I would do it, because if I was going to Repel Manip, I should have already done it for the 50-50 of Gliscor, and Poison Heal Gliscor specifically. But since I now remember that I just rolled that like straight up, I'm not going to Repel Manip here, even though it's probably better for me. So the downside picks here are the 20% Drowsy, the 10% Mightyena, and maybe even the 10% Linoon, and I guess the Hypno. So that's what, 15, 45, 55%, so I'm actually less likely to get something that I want than what I don't want in that grass. Whereas I'd be happy with Apom, I'd be really happy with Vigoroth, and I'd be okay with Beedrill, especially if it's adaptability. The only like true whiff in the honey trees is Swarm Beedrill at this point, which would still only be theoretically 10% of Kakuna's. Okay, the other problem though is I would be picking up this Kakuna, what, level like 25, level 30. Okay, so not as bad as it could have been, as long as it's before level 31. Although losing X-Scissor sucks. We do get Mega Horn 45 though, so maybe it's not the end of the world. And this does get Drill Peck, which could actually be kind of interesting coverage for the upcoming Fighting Gym. And then if I get a normal type before the Fighting Gym, I potentially get a Fighting type Bait, which I only have with Tauros right now. Oh, I also have Linoon in the box already. Okay, so if I have Linoon in the Death box, does that change things here? Yes, because that now makes it more likely for me to get something here that I need than what I don't need. Okay, I think we're just gonna pull for the grass then. Glad that I saw that I had Linoon here, because I think I can at least use everything that's in this grass. Whereas if I do roll too high level of a Beedrill, I think that's like a super whiff right now. Okay. I'm okay with that. We're more likely to get something that I want than something I don't want. I have balls and stuff, right? Oh yeah, we're
The
good.
middle one just gets a lot of frosting as well. There's 6 of them, so that's the problem right now is I'm just obsessed with cream cheese.
Oh, wait a minute.
That's the problem. What did the cinnamon rolls and cookies have in common? Cream cheese, not much frosting.
Alright, Route 215 encounter
Substitute that with
is a dude.
Ugh.
I should have a smoke bowl on you.
Love cream cheese frosting. That makes sense. Like, please make it make sense. Because it doesn't make any sense. Cream cheese frosting is everything. But cream cheese, ugh. Cheesecake, yes, top tier. Yes. Anything that's like made from cream cheese, amazing. But cream cheese itself, like you gave me a bagel,
This team kind of sucks at running
and
away,
you asked me
actually.
if I want cream cheese on it. I'm just like, oh, no, thank you. But lately, I have been wanting to try a bagel with
Okay.
cream cheese frosting on it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Would that taste like a donut? I mean, I know it wouldn't taste like a donut, but like, would it be kind of? Would that be like a healthier donut? Or like a just as unhealthy, weird, gross thing?
I think the latter. Alright, we got the one super whiff on this route.
See who says it just as unhealthy, weird.
Not even intimidate. Okay, whatever. Well, this was about as hard as I could have possibly whiffed on this route. I think I would have been happy with literally anything else in this.
Okay,
God,
so,
that's
like,
super
I started
disappointing, I'm not gonna lie.
as a child, but I'm like, oh, maybe I'll like this now that I'm an
Okay,
adult. Thanks for finding
UFO
out
50
things
nickname
too.
for Mighty Anna.
And then I still don't like it. I'm still just like.
I don't think this is necessarily worthy of my boy Rufus, I'm not gonna lie.
One of those things. Another one of those things that I was talking about earlier today.
Does the fist-held dog have a name?
Any type of jelly that is not strawberry.
I'm gonna Google this.
We're making a PB&J, it has to be strawberry. I like plenty of other fruits. But do I want them mashed with my peanut butter? Hell no.
The AI overview says this dog is mostly a hindrance. More reason why AI
Berry
overviews suck.
bagel and cream cheese
I
frosting.
love that dog.
I hadn't thought of that. I guess I was just thinking like a plain bagel, but a berry bagel. You're on to something here.
Control F dog. The Steam guide just names it as a dog, and that's really funny given how I feel about this Mediana.
Because it wouldn't, like, I was thinking maybe healthier people.
I was gonna name it Fist-held dog, but a dog is really funny.
You know what I mean? But like,
Alright, let's see, because maybe this guy is the most cracked IV dog of all time.
frosting, and I was horrified.
It's dark type. It's lax.
Yeah.
It's quick feed.
different.
That's fucking awful.
You need seeds in your jam. You can't have it be just jelly. Okay. Okay, okay.
Lax Quick Feet Mightyena is about the like 1% width here for context for people who aren't as like into Pokemon. Because Lax is. Oh wait, no, I was thinking of a different thing. Lax is fine then, I guess. I thought Lax was minus speed. That's minus for def. Okay, I mean it's a really actually a pretty fast Mightyena. The problem is Quick Feet Mightyena is there, and 9 attack is not great. This is also like a minimum Spadef Mightyena, so it's dying to like probably even some resisted hits. Although almost pretty good max HP. Honestly, the IVs aren't terrible, although I would have preferred much higher special attack, or much higher attack over special attack.
It spreads so nice on the bread.
But like realistically, 71 attack is actually like not terrible, or my team just kind of sucks offensively. It's one or the other. Alright, Mightyena, do you at least have like a cool level up orange set here, buddy? I can get Sucker Punch and the Fang moves once we reach the move relearner. Gets Taunt at 35. Yawn at 39. Play Rough at 47. Did it get like buffed at all? Okay, I mean, it got buffed to 110 attack and 95 speed, which, like, isn't amazing, but is at least usable. It goes from a base 420 Mon to a base 465, which is a pretty big jump. Yeah, it gains 25 speed and 20 attack. That's actually a pretty big buff, honestly. Unfortunately, for my box, I did not need another fucking Dark type. First of all, we're already through Fantina. Second of all, I have you. I probably shouldn't have even gotten Drapion this run. Because, like, you. Five dark types. Hey Greg, how's it going? Okay. Oh, also apparently you had a smoke ball already, which I didn't look until now. Okay, so moral of the story, I guess, is that I can afford to have a dark type on my team at pretty much every instance. Does that, like, help me? No. No, it doesn't. Okay. What is this team diversity? This is absolutely in no universe whatsoever becoming an Umbreon this run, by the way. Espeon, maybe? Jolteon for the speed would actually be pretty nice. Flareon would be okay, but I actually already have 2 Fire-type starters, so that should be good on Fire-types for now. Although Flareon would give me a physical Fire-type, which might help, because I'm pretty sure this Infernape is actually special, and Charizard definitely is this hack.
Maybe both of you did. Maybe that's where I got confused.
Vaporeon might be fine, but I do already have some pretty decent water checks here.
Is it okay if I don't care?
So one thing I'm definitely noticing about this team is that I don't have speed, so I think I'm gonna try to lean Jolteon if I can for that EV. Okay, what does this upcoming guy have? Because he's the first required guy on this route. This is level 33 Marowak and Rampardos.
A little bit. And even then, even if there may or may not be a cat, that's still like that's fun. Also, like our Christmas cookies. Christmas cookies probably definitely contain cat dander now.
I'd rather have Water Pulse than Aqua Tail, because Aqua Tail can miss. No cool hidden powers in this party that I need to worry about, right? Golduck's HP Electric, that's kind of cool. Togekiss' hidden power bug, that's not as cool. I kind of like HP Electric. I'm gonna get you to 35, and then I'm gonna level up Crawdon to 37. Because I think a rain boosted, Mystic Water boosted Crabhammer should kill. Do I want to teach it Sword Stance? Maybe, actually. Because Marowak, even if it hits me with a Bone Rush, probably isn't killing me 4 levels down. And I have to imagine a +2 Mystic Water boosted Adaptability Adamant Crawdon in the rain should be OHKOing everyone from there. Although I guess at that point, why am I not just clicking Aqua Jet over and over again? If I'm that worried about it. I think I have a Swords Dance TM, and if not, I will at some point later in the game, so I think that's fine now. Sorry. I actually think I'm gonna just gauge this damage in the rain, because I'm kind of curious here. The correct play is probably to just Crabhammer twice and guarantee it. Okay. In that case, I stay in and just Aqua Jet Granados also. 'Cause I'm pretty sure Granados, or Rampardos, sorry. I'm pretty sure Rampardos and Marowak have pretty similar bulk. Which is to say, not very much. Turns out, adaptability Aqua Jet in the rain is pretty good. I don't know if I needed to be level 37 for that. That might have been like a very slight over level. So I'll just put you back in the box for now. Good. Well, I'd rather keep Spiritomb in the back because it's actually a dark type that can deal with the fighting types coming up. For the sake of type diversity, what would be better on this team? Grass type? C-Dot gets Sunny Day at 25 and Explosion at 30. Am I keeping this as a C-Dot until level 30 though? Ah, that sucks. Okay, so C-Dot learns Sunny Day at 25, which I originally really wanted because I wanted to be able to have Shift Tree potentially. Shift Tree's another dark type, I just noticed. Why does this run have so many dark types? You know what, Mightyena? Get out here, bud. A dog is about to show us what a dog can do. We are reaching like critical overload of dark types at this point. Not run anywhere around here. I'm pretty sure this guy gives you something. Okay, I want these black glasses, so we'll just battle this guy now. This should be Black Belt Gregory, who has a Primate and a Hitmonchan, which shouldn't really be able to touch our old Lady Melodic here. And we found a use for a dog. The dog is currently using the EXP share to make it so other party members can do stuff. Thank you, dog. Hitmonchan actually has pretty surprisingly good Spit F, but unfortunately has Faint on its moveset, which means it ain't doing shit. Alright. It's ad time, which means it's dab time. Dab time.
We need to synchronize ours because we're going at different times. I mean, I guess so.
Okay. Hyper Horse. Interesting. Okay. I remember from previous attempt that both of these ace trainers are pretty tricky here. So Maya has a Lickitung Gardevoir Roserade with Water type Weather Ball, and also the Rain to help prevent it from dying to Fire type moves. Ace Trainer Dennis has a Gligar Gyarados Drift. All level 35, so it's definitely where I should be at this point as well. Also, gotta remember this battle is in the rain. So, that's not gonna work because it has Brick Break. I guess this actually works pretty well. Well, no, because it has X Scissor too. So, like, I guess it can just be melodic. Is this Marvel Scale? It is. I'd actually probably chill with this team, I think. Let's heal. I'm pretty sure I've run into Ponyta by now, so I've unlocked the burn status for myself. Let's just give it to Melodic here. And what's Melodic's item? Leftovers already? Okay. And that's HP Fire. And then backup for Gyarados is not currently on this team. Well, that feels like terrible backup for Gyarados. But we do what we can, I guess. Ampharos has got to be better than that. I know Ampharos isn't like super bulky physically. This is where if I had Intimidate on Mightyena, I would actually be coming in like super clutch here, because I could just pivot a couple of times into Mightyena, get some Intim drops, and then actually clean up here. You don't seem like you're really doing too much this round, Parasect. Actually, not gonna lie, Rotom, that's a kind of convenient time for you to learn this. I didn't mean to level you up, but that's fine. Is Quick Feet just poison? I think it is, right? No, status problem in general. Okay. But poison definitely makes the most sense. To be honest, Quick Feet on a base 95 mon is actually kind of interesting. So, while Mighty Anna maybe wasn't exactly my first choice, to put it lightly, as a matter of fact, it was definitely my last choice, but I may still be able to find some use for him yet here. In fact, let's go ahead and give you those black glasses that we just got. Okay, so idea for this fight is to lead Melodic, hopefully take out at least the Gligar, if not also Gyarados. And then when Drifloon comes in, we have our newest encounter, Mighty Anna, making his team debut. He's here. He's ready to bark at some stuff. So I'm gonna save, because if this is Ace Trainer Maya, I'm immediately resetting. Because I'm like 90% sure this is supposed to be Ace Trainer Dennis, and you have to talk to one of them and not the other to do it as a single battle. So I am just confirming that this is actually the battle I think it is. And if it's not, I'm resetting. This is Dennis, okay. Alright. Gligar is scary, but we're a Melodic with Marvel Scale in the rain, so this should be a 2-hit KO. Oh, it's just a 1-hit KO. Okay, that's even better. Yo, that is massive. I didn't know you were learning Moonblast right now. Okay. Gyarados in, but we resist everything but bounce. And we're already burned, so we can't be paralyzed. Bounce is going to do a decent amount of damage, but we are Marvel Scale, so we're +1 right now. And I missed anyway. Cool. Okay, not gonna lie, I was hoping that was gonna do a little bit more damage. Since it should be bouncing again, I'm actually gonna go for recovery here. Just keep myself as healthy as I can be. That did a lot more than I thought it was going to. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do this turn is I will recover, get back to full, and then I'm going to switch into Bastiodon on the actual bounce turn. Is bounce 5 PP or 10 PP? Because I don't want to have to stall this out, but... It's 5, okay. Well, in that case, it's at 3 already. Honestly, Bastiodon can probably tank this, but I'm gonna play this smarter than that. Oof. Am I dead to a crit? I don't think it sees it here, so it should be going for another bounce. That should be bounce number 4, by the way. I think I just hit this on the way down, actually, and just take it out from here. Oh, potentially a very bad decision. I don't know if I live this burn tick. I think with leftovers I barely do. Shoutouts to leftovers triggering first, getting me to 22, and then burn takes me to 8. Oh my god. Let's get the fuck out of here, please. Who has higher SPDF? 64 to 43. Oh, that's right, because you're like minimum SPDF dog, too. Go, dog, go. You can handle this. No, you can't. No, you can't at all. Whatever. The black glasses boost actually killed it. Let's go. Good job, puppy. You just had to risk a very casual crit. Okay, so probably shouldn't have risked the crit on Melodic. I was safer going into Bastiodon and just stalling out the rest of bounces from there. But honestly, an Aqua Tail rain boosted was still kind of doing a lot more than I thought it was going to be honest. So that was still a little scary. Let's immediately heal and then we can start to work on the second half of this fight now. Okay, Lickitung, Gardevoir, Roserade. Very different set of mons here. I think Infernape, you have fighting moves, right? Close combat, but minus attack. This has Zen Headbutt and super effective Aqua Tail in the rain. This Lickitung's kind of a demon. What is the Staraptor set? It does have close combat? Okay. Do I think that close combat... Well, close combat doubles to 240. Takedown... less than that, it'll this has a mischance. Okay. I think we can probably just go Scarf Close Combat on this. Or maybe Expert Bolt Close Combat? Expert Bolt Close Combat might actually just straight up kill. I'm pretty sure Luster Purge is Moonblast, so the dark types aren't going to be super great against that Melodic.
No!
Oh.
You said melodic, and all I could think of was melodic. Anyway.
Oh, this box. That's okay, little one.
You got this, you got this, you got this.
A Quick Feet Mightyetta was not the answer to this box. Okay, I'm not convinced that Expert Belt boosted close combat kills Lickitung. Like, I feel like I'd rather risk my Staraptor on that. I don't really have like a great answer to it otherwise. So bring Tauros in for speed to clean up a bit here. And honestly, Scarf Golduck actually does okay here. It's the least necessary on this team, probably the Wigglytuff. Just the Wigglytuff's kind of not doing anything.
Because it could almost like it was bouncing around your head the whole time. I can't. Wait, I'm not in the fucking thing anymore? How? How does this happen? I lose the playlist, it doesn't care.
Oh, I already have knockoff actually. I don't know if I super need poison or night slash.
I think you actually have to do.
I guess Exeter's not going to be stab anymore, and bug coverage isn't super helpful if I have stab knockoff.
For some reason, if you don't manually do that, I don't think it works.
I will delay this until poison jab though.
But whatever, at least I tried.
Although I guess if I'm delaying this until poison jab and then just leveling it up to 35, it is the exact same thing. But I've already delayed this long, so whatever. Alright, everyone, give it up for another dark type. This time it's Drapion.
Sorry.
It's okay. I asked you to give it up. I asked everyone to give it up, and you did.
The live studio audience.
Get you to 36. I don't think 92 speed is enough actually, so you're gonna be my choice scar for Drapion. I'll give... for the life orb boost. And I think I'm also gonna give the life orb to you. Okay, so for this trainer then we're expert belt. Okay, let's get everyone in this to at least 35. I might level up you. I think 36 is actually probably fine. It's a pretty scary team, so... Alright. Expert belt boosted close combat, please. 2-hit KO and then don't get O-code back. That's all I ask. Oh, it's just an Oko. That's even better. Okay, cool. Okay, so Gardevoir is most likely either going for Psychic or Moonblast here. It is not going for Shadow Ball. I don't actually have an amazing switch for that. Well, it's definitely not going for Shadow Ball or Magical Leaf, so I guess actually Veilstone should be fine. At least for one pivot. Did 17 with a resisted hit. It should either be going for Magical Leaf or Shadow Ball right now. I would imagine Magical Leaf. Do have Poison Jab. I think we just go straight Drapion here. Okay, Shadow Ball's fine too. That's still also resisted. I imagine that a Scarf Poison Jab kills here, right? Nice. Good shit, Drapion. Welcome to the team, buddy. Alright, Roserade is in. Roserade has Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Weather Ball, which turns into a water type move and then also gets boosted by the rain, and Stun Spore. We should be good to just pivot straight into... Actually, I was gonna pivot back and forth between Parasect and Bastiodon, but now that I'm looking at this, if it's going for a Weather Ball anyway, it might outspeed Golduck actually. Okay. In that case, how much PP does Weather Ball have? It's 10, right? It is 10? Okay. And you're only 65 special attack? Yeah, Life Orb Psychic's not Okoing. Roserade actually has okay Spit F. It's like honestly I would probably think 65 Spit F compared to 80 attack. I would actually think potentially a Poison Jab is more likely to kill in that situation. But I think the safest pivot of all is just pivot you and you until you're out of Sludge Bombs and Weather Balls, right? Sludge Bomb's also 10. I didn't really want to have to do a pivot chain, but... Sludge Bomb PP is also 10. Okay. Well, in that case, we'll just... Alright, so that's one Weather Ball. This should be Sludge Bomb. I would be shocked if it's not. Oh shit, it could be Weather Ball actually. Okay. I just realized it could have been Weather Ball because Dry Skin's kind of weird in this game. This could be Giga Drain, but it should be Weather Ball
Definitely.
while you still have it.
Home to get back.
If it's Giga Drain, I guess it's fine because I quad resist that too. Stun Spore is also okay. Should be Sludge Bomb again. One Weather Ball, one Sludge Bomb, or two Sludge Bombs. One, 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 two. Mostly just need to stall it out of Sludge Bombs, because then I think I can just sit in with Parasect from there. Stalling it out of Sludge Bombs would be nice. But it's just like straight up not even going for Weather Ball anymore. Oh, is this... Okay, I think I actually remember hearing this, where the AI doesn't calc Weather Ball with the Rain boost, or that it's a water type move that would be like doing a lot of damage here, because I think it's calcing it as a normal type move. But I think that's fine. If I've counted correctly, that's 4 Sludge Bombs. I'm actually trying to make sure I'm paying attention to this. It's been a while since I've had to PB stall like this. What item are you? Should I have changed your item? Yep. Leftovers would have been good here. Not like super necessary because Dry Skin is kind of coming in super clutch here, but would have been helpful.
Of course we don't remember you. Who is Mamba?
Should be half out of Sludge Bombs now. This should be Sludge Bomb number 6. I didn't like have to stall this like this, but this is good practice because I haven't done this in a while anyway. Okay, so it should be at 1 Weather Ball, 5 Giga Drains, 2 Stun Spores, and 6 Sludge Bombs. Soon to be 7 Sludge Bombs. It's important that I count the Sludge Bombs right, because I don't want to switch Bastidon in on a Weather Ball or a Giga Drain. A Giga Drain might be okay because Steel resists, but a Weather Ball would be devastating if it for some reason decided to click that. Whereas a Weather Ball against Parasect is like literally fine. Okay, this next Sludge Bomb it goes for should be its last. Interesting that it's officially been 50-50 to Giga Drain or Stun Spore. I didn't realize the AI incentivized paralysis so much. Shit, I was wrong. Welp, that's awful. That's what I get for counting wrong. Yeah. Thanks, little bun. Okay. Now that it's stuck using Weather Ball against Parasect, it should be fine, because I have dry skin, and I don't think it sees that I have dry skin, or that Weather Ball is affected by it. Shoutouts to Parasect, then, I guess. Well, this Parasect just stood in the rain, and then got to heal off of his dry skin. Phew. Okay, well, we got through those ace trainers, which I remember are pretty scary fights. Accidentally switching in on that super effective rain boosted Weather Ball was a little sketch, but need to be a little bit better about counting. That was a good warm up to counting before it like really mattered and I lost something, I guess, but there's not a rival fight or anything I'm forgetting about here, right? It's just that, and then we're in Veilstone. Okay. Alright, we are here in Veilstone, and for those that don't know what Veilstone means, on top of it being the next gym that we have to get, we also have access now to unlimited things from the game corner, which include focus sashes, which is absolutely game-changing, zoom lenses, wide lens, metronome, light clay, expert belt, muscle glasses, or muscle band, wise glasses, life orb, all the orbs, all the herbs, King's Rock, metal coat, and then stuff for clamp parole. So,
yeah, it was. But like,
do I just get to buy this with money now, actually, or do I have to change it with coins first? Okay. So what we will be doing for probably the rest of the stream, because I don't think we're fighting Maylene today, is we'll just be stocking up on items. I may do the gym trainers leading up to Maylene, but honestly I've had a couple of pretty tense fights today. This has been a pretty good warm-up session for Pokemon stuff. Hi Juice, how's it going? Thanks. We've been deathless for today's session, although we have risked a couple of pretty big crits, so... I am glad that the one time the crit actually happened was the one time I, like, at least kind of played around it with the melodic, but... the pivot chain with the Bastiodon that ended up taking a huge weather ball to the face was probably not the best. Also, for those that don't know, a Focus Sash is an item that guaranteed lets you live one hit from any enemy, as long as you're at full health. So, barring stuff like Stealth Rocks or Toxic Spikes or Spikes being on the field, you are guaranteed to switch into any one hit and then take that hit. I guess you also have to be careful of like Sandstorm and stuff, but either way, as you can imagine, focus sashes are going to be our default item of choice. Focus sash does break after the first use, yeah. So like, if that Bastiodon, for instance, got knocked down to 1 HP and used its focus sash, and then I like gave it a bunch of wishes and stuff to get it back up to full, it wouldn't get the focus sash back, it would just be done. But it is a one-time use item, which is why I have to stock up on them individually here. There's supposed to be game corner like coins from the gym, or coins from the gambling thing, but thankfully with the patch that I'm playing on, it just changed it to just be straight cash, which is nothing but a time saver because I have unlimited money now anyway. For those wondering how I have unlimited money, technically I could sit around and farm the underground for fossils and stuff for literally as long as I want to. So in lieu of that, I just sell off the unlimited rare candies that I have since we're playing with a level cap anyway. Yeah. Okay, that should be enough focus sashes for now. Let's grab a couple of the lenses. I said yeah. Oh. I guess I didn't know what you were talking about. I thought you were talking about something else. Yeah. It was good timing for that, but then I guess tough timing for...
I don't even want to know what would have happened if we didn't have Animal Crossing during that time. And then I like stopped to think about it, and my mind went dark.
Yeah, it would have been a pretty tough time.
Right? And then I was like, I think it actually saved lives.
Yeah.
It saved lives. Hey Thor, how's it going?
I'm gonna also stock up on these mental herbs, power herbs, and white herbs. Mental herbs get me through taunt and encore and stuff, so they're not quite as helpful. But power herbs allow you to charge 2 turn moves in 1 move, which is helpful for stuff like Gyarados bounce and stuff like that. Or power herb solar beam's another pretty common one, where you can just use solar beam in 1 turn outside of the sun. And then white herbs are also pretty cool, because you can basically ignore 1 intimidate drop, which can sometimes be the difference between killing them on and not killing them on. You use it up after having the held item, but it is pretty fun as a little surprise. One of Drayana's other hacks for Heart Gold and Soul Silver in the first gym uses a Power Herb Solar Beam. I forget the name of it. The pre-evolution of Altaria. I keep wanting to say Starry, but that's absolutely not right. I'm completely spacing on the name of it, but it uses one of those as a Power Herb Solar Beam user to catch people off guard.
I don't know.
By 1 Deep Sea, 2 and scale.
Not like that though. That had people playing it that like didn't play games. You know what I
Swap.
mean?
Thank you. It's gonna drive me nuts. Okay.
That had people playing it in a way.
There's not a Pokemon encounter here, is there?
I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
No.
For just a couple of weeks? Oh my god. Here you are 6 years later. That's great. That is great. I love that.
I want to say you get a dubious disc here somewhere.
That goes in my experience. Yeah, right here.
And I can't go through
I
this
guess I
way,
just do this
right?
now.
Oh, wait, I can. Okay. We do have one more encounter that we can get, and I think this one actually ends up being pretty big. I remember this route now that I'm here. Okay, what's this route, 214? This route only happens once, right? Okay. Okay, so Route 214. We got some options. So, in the grass, we can get Graveler, Houndour, Rhyhorn, Nummel, Spoink, or Cacnea. Almost don't want to go the grass specifically because of Houndour and Cacnea. I do not need another dark type. Surf encounter is Golduck, which we already have. Old Rod, Good Rod would either be Magikarp or Goldeen, which are kind of interesting. Gyarados obviously would be pretty big, but did I already have a Gyarados and use it? I want to say that's in my def box already. Yeah, okay. Then in that case, if I go in the grass, I am almost guaranteed to get something that is not great for my situation. If I could repel Manip, I would just repel a level 30 and either get Rhyhorn and Graveler and be super happy with both. But since I'm rolling the grass without encounters, there's not a way I can guarantee that. But like a ground type that's not Sandslash would go very hard, because I do not have one. I want to say this is the route where you also get the Choice Band and it's like Challenger's Cave or something. I remember this route being pretty good, but you do have to be kind of careful to not run into people here. Oh, there's this one encounter here before I get to grass. What does this guy have? It's a Psychic with a Kirlia, Chimecho, and Raffarin. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. That should probably be good, but I guess I'll add my Niana from the box too. Actually, you know what? This might just be a Mightyena battle. Look at you go, buddy. A dog is coming in clutch. Hey, how's it going? So my main restrictions are, for at least this run, I'm not using calcs. I am using the docs and stuff to be able to figure out what encounters I need, and like movesets and stuff of the enemies, because I've already played through this up until My wife done Cynthia's final Glaceon, like final bond being Glaceon, and then wipe to it. So at this point, I'm basically using whatever docks I can, but I am having more fun not calcing and stuff, for instance. So we're just trying to run with it. And then I also am. I think the only other things I banned were the substitute TM and repel manipping for this run. But yeah, otherwise, like information-wise, I'm pretty open to stuff. I'm trying to do this without calc so I can get better intuition for stuff. Thanks. Yeah, hope your run's going well too. Honestly, I think it's just important to have stuff that's like fun for you for a run, so... I don't remember if Curly is actually fairy type yet, but this moveset says it doesn't have a moves that can hit me outside of Magical Leaf, so... Okay. Good job, dog. You did it. So this has Stab Uproar. Which I'm not gonna lie, this is like minimum Spadef Mightyena. I don't think I kill this with the crunch. And if I don't kill it with a crunch, an Uproar might just like straight up kill me here. So let's play this safe. Keep the dog alive. Magic Code is an odd choice. I can captivate it down. I forgot this is my Captivator against Fantina. That's really funny. I mean, if you're only going for crunch, I could probably switch, but I know the second I switch is going to be where you go for Uproar. I don't know. I guess you actually probably wouldn't have because it was quad-resisted, but that's fine. Yeah, on second thought I should have actually probably just pivoted into... I mean, but like what is this going to do to me? I have a defense drop, but it's not set up or anything, so yeah. Your Veil is very mystical, Chimeco. I will probably split off experience from this. Yeah, let's switch back into that here. I could even probably just straight up switch into Golduck here, but might as well take the immunity. And I definitely outspeed and kill. Yeah. Okay, so I do have to be careful here because if I run into an enemy here, there is a level 36 Doug Trio with Fissure and Rock Slide. Let's just swap some Focus Ashes onto everyone. I'm going to attempt to not get into any battles here and get down to the grass, because I could use another encounter. Oh wait, your choice band here, right? Yes. Good.
That does make sense.
So if I'm going grass anyway, I could get it right here. Or I can push this down to the honey trees. And if I get a honey tree encounter, the only thing that's kind of a whiff at that point is Swarm Beedrill, and even that wouldn't be like that big of a whiff. Whereas if I go into the grass, I'm desperately hoping to just pull one of the ground types. Which, like, even Nummel would be helpful if I'm just looking for a ground type. Okay, so it's like a... It's a 60-40 to get a ground type there. Isn't there a cave around here that just has ground types, though? Yeah, that Maniac Tunnel. Okay, so maybe we try to push the Maniac Tunnel and see what we get there first. And let that be our deciding factor. Okay, because I forget exactly where that is. I'm pretty sure it's up here. It is not, but we made it to the tree already. Okay. Where is Maniac Tunnel? It's somewhere around here. Between Route 214 and Slacian. We're on 214 right now, right? Yeah. Okay, so I think I passed it then. Which kind of makes sense, because I didn't remember having to be this far down for it. Gotta run past this spinner again. Okay. Is it that guy? No, it's right here. I just straight up missed it. Okay. Okay, so in Maniac Tunnel, I forgot that this was an encounter. We've already pulled the Diglett, right? I'm like 90% sure we've already pulled the Diglett. We haven't. Okay. So I guess this is most likely to just straight up be a Diglett then. Can we do already have the Camerupt in the death box? We at least also have the Loudred in the death box. So we're getting a ground type here unless we get the Ditto. Is the only other non-ground type we can get. Yo, not the one I was expecting there. Hello, Trapinch. So I'm pretty sure this actually isn't a ground type, which is really funny, because I'm pretty sure this evolves into Bug Dragon in the sack, but, like, oh no, a Flygon. Oh no, a buffed Flygon that I've never gotten to do. Nice. Okay. So I still need a ground type because this does evolve into Bug Dragon. I mean, the nickname theme is UFO 50 stuff, and Court counts in the UFO 50 bubble now that she's in the league, so. Okay. So that's pretty big. We have another dragon type. We have thankfully another special attacker, which we like really needed. Do we get Flygon right now? I forget when Flygon evolves. Level 45. Okay. So unfortunately that Trapinch is 2 splits away from now becoming a Flygon. I think given my need for a ground type, it still makes sense to pull the grass here. Graveler is good. Houndour is bad. At least for my box. Rhyhorn is good. Nummel's a dupe. Spoink's okay. Cacnea is devastating. My Cacnea is almost exactly what I do not need in my box. I guess I don't really have another grass type attacker outside of Parasect, but like I would rather have any other grass type than Cacnea. Especially since I already have another grass dark type in Shiftry that I just haven't evolved yet. Honey Tree, Apom would be very good, especially now that we have Flings Rock available. Vigoroth would be exceptional, although I guess I don't know what it's like getting it this late for its moveset. Butterfree would be a dupe. Beedrill would probably be pretty bad, because we're getting later into the game and its moveset once it levels up is just not great. And then Munchlax would be very good. Oh, my laptop froze for a sec, but we're back. Okay. I was running through my options here and looking at the grass versus the honey tree. The honey tree overall is like better Pokemon, but does not help my typing at all. So I think I'm gonna try to roll for the grass and just hope I either get the Graveler or the Rhyhorn, because both Golem and Rhyperior would be pretty cool to run. Houndour would be another fire type, I guess, but another dark type would be pretty bad. Nummel's a dupe. Spoink would be another psychic type, which I would actually probably be pretty okay with, especially since we're about to come up on Maylene fighting Gym Leader. And then Cacnea would be like devastating. So like technically speaking, it is safer for me to go for the honey tree back down there. But like a ground type with the box that I have currently would actually be extremely helpful, because the only ground type I have right now, I guess, is technically Vibrava, even though Vibrava is not really like a ground type I want to be switching into stuff. And a modest Sandslash. It like hasn't gotten any other buffs, so like modest does nothing for it but make it worse. So yeah, I think we just go for the grass here. I'm gonna be honest, just show me anything that is not Houndour or Cacnea, and I'm okay with it. Okay, we got the Graveler. I probably should have checked. What is Graveler's learn set right now? What is this? Level 31? Stealth Rock, Rock Slide, Gyro Ball, and Self-Destruct. Fuck. I was gonna put you to sleep first, but I don't know if I can. Okay, I think enemy Pokemon are random AI. I'm 5 levels over, but this is Brave, right? Yeah, this is 23 speed. This is not outspeeding anything. I am sashed at least, so I guess I just go for the Spore here. Or... do Dusk Balls work in the evening, or is it just night? Not evening. Okay. Okay, so is it better for me to throw a ball at a full health Graveler? You know what I could do? I've never actually looked up the catch rate calculator, so even though this is like technically a calc and probably against my own rules, I'm gonna do it anyway. Great Ball is currently only 27%. If I put it to sleep, that jumps up to a 50-50. So do I think I'm getting this in 4 balls, or would I rather put it to sleep and try from there? Is, I guess, the question. Because there would be a 1 in 4 to catch it, but there would also be a 1 in 4 for it to just straight up self-destruct right now, and there's nothing I can do about that. So I think with that, I would feel really bad if it went for self-destruct. So let's just throw a Great Ball. This is my calc with a Great Ball, right? Okay. It's probably safer for me to put this to sleep, but like I don't want to risk this turn 1 booming. I have a Focus Sash, so Fist Hellier is fine no matter what, but... okay. Sash is broken now, which I don't love, but I think I'm bulky enough that I just throw another ball here. Okay. Really wishing I would have just put you to sleep already. But didn't need it. Let's go. Okay. That was scary. He gyro balled to break my sash, which meant every turn I was actually probably risking self-destruct there, but... I have a lot of Rakshasa nicknames, but I don't have a Rakshasa yet. I'm giving it to the Rock ground type. Feels fitting. Okay. So I won't push farther from here. The Graveler Flygon combination is pretty sick though, because our box desperately needed some type variety there. And getting a ground type that's actually pretty good, and another rock type that's not just Bastiodon is, like, massive. Whoops. You're supposed to be over here, buddy. You were never going into that box. Alright. Quick IV check. Well, let's look at the regular stats first, but then quick IV check, I guess. Neutral nature. I did have arena trap. That's a strong moveset. And then your minus attack. Not really sure why all of my ground types have to be minus attack this run, but it's fine. Sure. It did have self-destruct also. Terrifying. When are you getting a ground move, actually, Graveler? I should have looked at that in your moveset. I'm getting Earthquake at 34. Perfect. Okay. How does this evolve into Golem? Oh, it evolves at level 36. Okay, so we have Golem with EQ, Rock Slide, Self-Destruct, and Gyro Ball if we want it right now. Is there a reason to keep this as a Graveler for Explosion, I guess? But no, we probably just let this evolve into Golem and have it. And then IVs. Alright. Pretty tanky. Overall, really good. I will definitely take this. I've had many worse IV checks. This Fly God. But it being super bulky and then also having pretty good offenses is definitely fine for me. And then this is almost minimum attack Golem. This is almost the fastest, but also least hard-hitting Golem that has ever existed. And it also only has 5 HP and 3 defense. So, what this is telling me is we did get the Golem. I didn't ask for a good Golem, I just asked for a Golem. Okay, we'll make that work. I'm a little disappointed that I have another ground type that is minus attack, minimum attack. Because part of the reason why I wanted that was because it is like pretty strong and has pretty good attack. But I'm sure it's fine. Oh, cool. Okay, so we have the Dubious Disc, so that means we have Porygon Z online as well. Porygon Z is going to be really cool, actually, because it has Adaptability Tri-Attack, and actually might have Adaptability Hyper Voice, too. I've never really thought about that. Okay, thinking through, Espeon as an EV evolution here to help me get through Maylene may not be the worst idea. I'm not going to do it right now because I kind of want to think on it first and like ponder what this box is capable of. But this Togekiss, I decided this run is just going to be a full support set because it's like minus speed nature and not really like an amazing, like it has good special attack, but like it's minus speed and it's like super slow, so I didn't want to try to choice scarf something that was minus speed and then just have it die. So in terms of like fairy attackers, we do have Melodic and we do have Wigglytuff, I guess. In terms of psychics, we have Golduck. And in terms of flying types, we have Staraptor. And I mean, like, Togekiss is a resist. But, like, I'm gonna be honest, our Maylene's not looking great, so this might end up being where we cash in Eevee. Espeon's also really good, so like I'm not really super upset if I end up having quote-unquote to cash it in as an Espeon here, because Espeon outspeeds a lot, helps out with all the random like poison types and stuff that you run into for the rest of the game too. Actually gets pretty good coverage, is really fast. I forget what our Eevee is looking like actually. Is this... It's minus speed. Okay. It's still potentially worth it, but it being minus speed does make me kind of shy away from it wanting to be an Espeon here. Okay, so before we wrap up for the night, let's just take a look at what we have coming up, even though I'm not planning on doing it tonight. So the battle we have coming up, which will probably just be next stream whenever we do this, is the gym leading up to Maylene and then Maylene herself. As you can see from this. Can I bring the layout back now actually? Now that I shrunk this down. Okay. So this is the gym leader that we have coming up next time. It's a pretty scary fight. It's a very offensive fight, and the adaptability focus sash Lucario in the back is like absolutely terrifying. Typically for breaking focus sashes, you just want to like put up stealth rocks or something. But against the fighting type gym leader, you don't really have a ton of time to set up really anything, but especially not rocks and stuff. The only way you can normally get away with setting up rocks is like if I was able to encore lock Machamp into like Thunder Punch or something and then set up rocks, or had a rocker in as it was in that somehow didn't die to close combat, so it just wanted to get its guts boost up. I don't know. There's like options to play around this team, but all of the coverage on this team, as well as like the Iron Fist, Life Orb, Infernape, the Dry Skin, Big Root to increase the amount of recovery it gets, Toxicroak, Screens, Gallade is pretty tricky too because it just makes everything else on the team pretty bulky. I never really hear people super hype up Maylene as a gym leader in this fight because a lot of the hype in this hack for gym leaders and stuff tends to skew towards like Fantina and stuff. But I think Maylene's pretty tricky. The adaptability focus sash Lucario especially is like really hard to switch into because steel fighting in general is just really hard coverage. And especially in a gen like this where you don't really have a ton of like amazing options, it's pretty hard to find anything that can resist both. And like as you can see here, even if we went Espeon, the fact that it's minus speed nature basically means I can't trust it against Infernape. I can't really trust it against Metacham. It's probably not outspeeding Gallade. It might not even outspeed Lucario. You know what unironically actually does okay on this fight? That's really funny. This unknown. It's not like amazing, don't get me wrong, it's not very good at all. But theoretically, if I were to set up a couple of cosmic powers, it could sit in here for a while, hit stuff with earth power, hidden power water. Wouldn't really help anything that earth power doesn't already, I guess. Maybe it's not great. I just remembered it had earth power and thought that was exciting, but I guess it's not really that helpful, because like, watch this switch into a high jump kick and take 60%, wow. Yeah, I think kind of no matter what, if I were to kind of like theoretically start planning this team right now, everything on this team gets hit by melodic. I kind of really like the idea of having a 4x bait and then pivoting you. Pivoting between Golem and Togekiss should pretty much entirely wall them a champ. Not that that's like top priority, but it is helpful. And then having a ghost type would allow me, theoretically, to outspeed here and be okay. Or to have an immunity and be okay. If this had a stronger flying stab than just aerial ace, it would actually be great here. Do you happen to get another cool bird move before now, Staraptor? Nope, it gets Brave Bird at 38, even if you delay it until evolving from Starly till now. Dang. Where is Fly? It's in the Galactic Warehouse, which I'm pretty sure is after this. Okay. Yeah, y'all, this Maylene is looking bleak right now. Did I even have anything in this other box that would have been helpful for Maylene out of curiosity? Like, not really. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better at least. Like, Gyarados obviously would have helped with Intimidate pivots and stuff. And Crobat would have been a 4x resist that would have actually been able to hit back. So, like, I guess those two would have been okay here. But I don't really see anybody else in this box that I would have really wanted to bring anyway. Okay, we'll think about it a bit more. As of right now, this is kind of looking like my best 6, but I don't really like this best 6 like at all. So there's a chance that you become an Espeon and replace the Golduck here, which like still isn't amazing, I'm not gonna lie. Like, Espeon in this fight doesn't really do like quite as much as you're maybe expecting it to. There's 2 Psychic fighting types and a Steel fighting type that take neutral from Psychic. And the Toxicroak has Sucker Punch. The Infernape shit out speed. So really the only thing it like super guarantees a kill against is if I can get it in clean against Machamp on not a payback, and that's not even a guarantee either. Okay. So there's a chance that it maybe would have been more helpful instead of this Graveler to get the Spoink after all. Okay. Fairy down here. Flying down here. Pure Psychic down here. Okay. This is an interesting situation to be in because I think we have a winnable line with the team that we have, but it's like a really awkward line. First, do I even think this Melodic outspeeds Medicham? Melodic is base 81. Medicham's been buffed to base 90, so no, it does not. Damn. Hey Water, how's it going? Good to see you. We are probably going to be wrapping it up here pretty soon, but I'm just trying to figure out if I have any like clean lines for Maylene here. We're working on a hardcore Nuzlocke, so I'm not allowed to overlevel anything. I'm not allowed to use a damage calculator for this run, and I have to like if anything dies, it's permanently dead, and I'm also not allowed to use switch mode. So there's a couple of restrictions I got to battle around on top of this being a pretty tricky team. And unfortunately, the things I have in my box are not super helpful. Having seen how bad my Maylene team is, I probably should have had flying coverage on flying coverage or fairy coverage, I guess, on Togekiss.
I'm a fairy type.
You are.
Psychic fairy to be specific.
Yeah. That's Gardevoir's typing. You like
Yeah.
Gardevoir.
Well, I was once drawn as growing out of the ground, so I'm similar to Gardevoir.
True.
I said her name wrong. Came out weird.
That's okay. It's been going pretty well. We haven't had any deaths today, which is nice. We've had a couple of close calls from me not reading things correctly,
Imagine
but
reading things.
everything's fun. It would be a UFO 50 themed run if I could read things correctly, so. Fuck yeah, because like my offensive options in this without Espeon are Melodic, Golduck, and an Eevee I haven't even committed to yet. Which, like, at least can be an Espeon, but it's also a minus speed Espeon, which I'm pretty sure cuts off, like, I forget if it's 10% or 20% of its base stats. But half the reason I would want to use Espeon is because it normally would outspeed everything on this team. And then I would only really have to worry about, like, Sucker Punch and Priority, which is, like, totally fine for Espeon. But, like, everything on this roster for some reason is minus speed, so it's been kind of awkward to work around. And for those that are wondering, the Charizard is fire and dragon and not fire and flying. Is this a battle where you become Rotom fan? Are you minus speed too? Are you goddamn kidding me? Yep. Why is everything so slow? So, like, you could be a Rotom fan, and you could have Air Slash, but you would have, like, slow Air Slash.
Slow Air Slash.
Exactly. You would be hitting about just as hard as Melodic does, but Melodic at least has Moonblast, and like Moonblast is way stronger than Air Slash, and also has like no miss chance. This Togekiss hits hard. I should have given it an offensive move. I do at least have the support pool available, but like maybe that wasn't the best decision for this. And your hero almost entirely is a pivot, so if I need to switch out of you, I guess I can. Parasec's been buffed to be pretty tanky in this. And this theoretically would pretty consistently bait I guess I don't know offhand if it would bait Fire Punch from Infernape or Poison Jab from Toxicroak, but I think it would first go Infernape and then Toxicroak. And then potentially even Lucario for Flash Cannon at that point. Very true, Zachary. A true UFO 50 themed one would also force me to pretend like everything has Arena Trap. But in this magical world of Pokemon UFO 50 Bingo, you are allowed to pivot as much as you want. Okay, we have options here. I think potentially getting Rotom Fan is actually going to be a pretty helpful idea. Because Rotom Fan plus a ground type, and I'm pretty sure Rotom Fan even gets Motor Drive. So like Machamp with Thunder Punch, for instance, would just give Rotom Fan a boost, which could allow me to... And I actually have Sub on Rotom. Rotom's the one Pokemon I'm allowing myself to use Substitute on, because it's just part of its moveset naturally. So Rotom Fan might actually not be a bad shout. It makes me a little weak to Ice Punch, which both Medicham and Toxicroak have. But Electric Flying actually gives me a double resist to Lucario. And that alone kind of makes me want to do that. 'Cause I didn't think about that till now, but having a double resist to Lucario and just having almost like even a bulky subber in the back. It has Dark Pulse, I guess. I maybe wouldn't want to sub up on it, but I should be able to tank hits pretty well. And then nothing on this team has Scrappy, thankfully. So Spiritomb defensively works pretty well here. Doesn't like super do anything in return, I guess. What are you doing outside of like switching in? Ghost type Curse though? That would be pretty high. I forgot I still had Curse on this moveset. That opens up options actually. Also, this Spiritomb completely and utterly walls this Gallade to the point where it can't touch it at all. So that's good at least. I'm a little worried about Parasect, because Parasect has a lot of weaknesses here, and everything on the team can hit it for super effective except for Machamp. And even like a Guts boosted close combat is probably still going to hurt a lot on this. Fernie can hit super effective, Toxicroak can hit super effective, Gallade can't, but at this point Gallade seems to be pretty well handled by most of this team. Okay, first half of this party being Melodic, Rotom Fan, and Spiritomb feels pretty good. Second half of this team being Parasect, Golem, and support Togekiss feels not quite as good. So I guess plans for myself between streams, because I think it probably makes sense for me to wrap up here, raid Bun, and make dinner and stuff since it is already 7. I'm going to turn Rotom Fan into Rotom Fan because it's currently Rotom Heat, which does unfortunately mean I'm going to have to do a big ass backtrack back to Eterna. There's a version of this patch out there somewhere that lets you just change the Rotom Fan forms, but I haven't been updated to that one yet because I wanted the option to use Manaphy in this run, even though I'm kind of trying really hard not to, just because it is a pretty amazing catch-all Pokemon. I think this makes sense for us to go ahead and call it here. I think we have a